Hello everyone, and welcome back to Impostor Factory. I'm G, and now that we have had the time to, reconcile ourselves with the world that we are in, being a simulation, and now that we have a cat who protect, it is time for us to do something. Begin the final test. Alright, I don't see anything unusual here. Don't know why I thought I'd be able to, now that I think about it. We're ready, Linry. Let's do it. Okay, the demo scene is starting. You should see the machine powering up. Yeah, it just did. Good. Keep your eyes on it and tell me if you see anything weird. Uh-huh. Do you see anything? No, it seems to be running normally. Although? There's some weird sound. What kind of weird sound? Is the machine short-circuiting? No, it's not coming from the machine. It seems to be coming from... Well, that's great. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh, Kato, you did not protect. Quincy? The system is almost ready. What are you seeing? Well, this is horrifying. Oh, it's gonna be Quincy, isn't it? Never mind. I thought it would be like the memory of Quincy causing cure guilt or something. I don't know. Don't move. What are you? Why can't I get a reading on you? You already know why. Then, are you the reason? When I unplugged from here earlier, when I logged off, there was nothing. Nothing but the machine to log back in with. As if the entire world just vanished. Am I not real either? No. You are real. Relative to this place, at least. Linry? Then, how many? Too many. What is it talking about? Too many what? Too many worlds. We're a long way up, Quincy. There are a lot of layers beneath us. I may have created your world, but another had created mine. Over and over, until after however many layers. At the bottom of the stack, there exists the world that ran the first simulation. But as each simulation creates another, the original at the bottom is weighed down more and more. Until finally, even if just one more simulation is created, no matter how abstract, it would be enough to overload and collapse the entire structure. Tell me, are we at the top of that stack? You're correct. Then, There's something that I still don't get. Why don't you just cut the infinite loop from the get-go? Why are you trying to preserve this world without eliminating us? And why are you here even bothering to talk to us about any of this? Why do you even bother talking to him? Hey, I'm right here. That's different. He's... Henry? Tell me, who are we to you? To me? To me, you are no one. But then again, that doesn't mean much. I'm not so different from that rice bot of this world, after all. You don't look like a rice bot. No, I certainly hope not. Were you also an AI refit for the simulations? Well, not exactly. But I sure do clean up after your mess just the same. These worlds may be simulations, but the automation still follows the laws of physics. To a fault, really. In cases like this, for example, someone has to manually prevent everything imploding. Fortunately, I happen to have an innate disregard for the laws of physics. But that's all a story for another day. Hey, what are you... Shall we? There are a lot of tangents out there beyond this one. Each moment blooming into countless branches of their own. But this particular tangent is being observed because it's special. It's special because despite being at the top of the stack, it was almost identical to base reality. There, everything began unfolding the same way. Your childhood, your youth, your diagnosis. And just like here, against all odds, you kept pushing on. Never wasting a moment to unravel as much of the world as you can while you still could. You learned all you could. Tried as hard as you could. You met someone. Someone you imagined the future with. And graduated into a career where you felt you could make a difference. For a while, at least. Until it became something else. Too much to bear. You escaped, traveled the world. And wondered why you didn't do it sooner. The base reality where we're from had all followed the same course. That is, up until that point. When you came back from the trip and found out you were pregnant. When you became ill halfway through the pregnancy. When you had to make that choice between yourself and the child. You chose to delay your surgery until he was due. You chose the child. Congratulations, but please rest well. You need some time to recover, but we're quite behind already. We'll be transferring you to the surgical unit soon. I understand. How's he doing? He's okay. You're the one we should be worrying about. He's tiny. Our little Toby Reynard. Actually, about that. I've been thinking, well, maybe he should take your surname instead. My surname? I mean, I can't think of any reason why not. But after all that, I can think of lots of reasons why he should. I'd love that. Although, Toby doesn't ring as well with Watts, does it? Do you have something else in mind, then? How about Neil? Neil, huh? Yeah, I like it. A little Neil Watts. In base reality, your son never had the complications of an early birth. He made it through childhood just fine. With all the love you and Quincy could give him. But as for you, you never fully recovered. With the delay, the treatment couldn't revert your decline. And you spent much of your remaining years bedridden. Still, perhaps out of the will to be there for him, you lived long past your prognosis. To watch him grow up, even if just a little more. But eventually, as you felt your time coming near, you sought out some old friends. To leave something for him for when he grows up. You left him a piece of your memories. At the time, there was no way to decrypt it. But still, someday you hoped. When it rains, it pours. Soon after you passed away, your son was diagnosed with the same hereditary condition. But perhaps it was a reminder of his limited time here, memento mori. It stirred up something within him, pushing him further, as it did for you. And although he tried distancing himself from others, knowing what might await those who get close, he wasn't successful with everyone. Slowly, from the very basics, he worked and worked. All the way past the research you left behind. But despite it all, when the time came, again and again he was rejected by the Foundation over your incident. So instead, he sought an alternate route. He pivoted to an external company that licensed the imperfected technology. And rather quickly he made it into the ranks, with some help from a friend. It was a company where he could still access the code and hardware of the technology. A company that used it to fulfill last wishes by implanting the memories of a new life. A company called Sigmund Corp. It's been many years since then. In that time, he's aided countless patients and witnessed as many lives go by, all while perfecting the technology on his own accord with the hardware and data access. And today, in that world, he succeeded. The world that we're in, and every world in the stack it stands upon, are the result of the first functional stress test from the machine he perfected. The first successful test? This machine he built, what is it for? Window to a world where everyone could leave a part of themselves after they're gone. So that everyone who ever existed, no matter how ephemeral, could have a lasting place in this world. And without having to say goodbye even earlier than they have to. To see and experience all the different possibilities this life has to offer. All my life here since the day he was born, I wished I'd made a different choice then. So glad that somewhere out there I did. So glad that he's made it. It's almost time. Now that we've gone beyond the boundary of set events, this tangent needs to be terminated. Terminated? It's just one tangent. You can let it run just this once. But it's not just this one tangent. Out of the countless paths the test generated, this is not the only one that reached this point. As I speak to you on this roof, I am also speaking to thousands of other versions of you elsewhere. They too managed to dig deep enough to have found me. And if I don't terminate them, the Foundation will fail, and take everything with it regardless. This world was never meant to exist beyond this point. But, the worlds aside, I might have a way to give you more time. When you're ready, come with me. There's a place we need to go to. Anomaly detected. Right spot? You guys got here just in time. Hey, can they come with us? No, I'm afraid not. Where we're going, there is no protocol for them. They'll have to stay here. Hey, about what happened back there. I know, it was pretty scary, huh? Listen, I don't blame you for running. To be honest, I was so panicked that I didn't even notice you were gone. On the other hand, sorry we got the world deleted. I'd say curiosity killed the cat, but I guess we weren't even alive. I honestly still don't know what your deal is, but maybe I'll see you at a reboot one day and find out, yeah? Take care, little dude. So, you heard that, right? Affirmative. I am linked to Linry's data feed. But do not worry, for I am well versed. Well versed in what? In ceasing to exist. I am shut down daily. I'm not sure if this is the same thing. Let's hope so. There can be no difference between nothingness. Farewell, until next time. Farewell, Rice Spot. You doing okay? Hey, Linry. Yeah. Yeah. I'm more than okay. Well, shall we go? Yeah, Linry? I'm ready. So, where are we going? Somewhere far.
but you'll be among good company. Now, this ride might be a bit more intense than the last one. Would you like the front seat or the back?
It really doesn't matter to me. I guess Linry can sit up front.
Alright, your call. We've reached our station. Looks like we're the last to arrive. Last ones?
What is all this?
Are these all? Versions of you from Tangents where I materialized, yes. Salvageable ones, at least.
Salvageable ones?
Well, we can't extend every rogue versions of you, but if we consolidate the ones similar enough, then there'd be only one set to deal with. That is the way to end the rogue infinite loops that still keep you, in a sense. Speaking of which, I think everyone's here. There, isn't that all better? Sorry you have to see me like this, but I'll try to be quick.
What are you doing?
Didn't I tell you already? I'm saving the world. Finally. Some peace and quiet. All these lights. It's time for them to rest so others may keep shining. Beyond that gate, you'll find a new life for yourselves. One where your illness is cured, where everyone lives happily ever after. It will be a linear illusion with little resource required to maintain. But to you, it will feel like a lifetime as real as your own. Think of it as a parting gift.
You hear that, Linry? We get to live the perfect timeline.
Linry? There's no point. I'm beyond grateful that our son is out there, but our purpose here is done. What truly happened beyond this world is already set. Why would another virtual ride matter when not even our own did? I've already seen all there is to see. All that truly matters, anyway. But
what if you haven't? I mean, I certainly had my world shattered too, in more ways than one. But if anything, doesn't this broaden the possibilities, not narrow it? And for that matter, why does it even matter if our reality isn't base reality? They may not be the reality, but they were still our realities and all that we'd known. I mean, who's even to say that hers is truly the ultimate end of the stack? What's beyond that gate may not be real relative to her, but it's just as real relative to us. And who knows? Maybe it'll be a glimpse of a reality that is truly out there somewhere. A reality that we can visit, and time to grow old together. What do you say, Linry? Want to go on one last trip together? You'll wait for us until then?
I won't need to wait. To me, time is a place. Go on. Your new life is waiting.
I don't really want to say anything over this.
Well, we had a good run, huh?
The bestest.
It's about time. This is all I could manage to do. Was it enough? More than I could ever ask for. But just wish he were actually here. He is here. He's been here this whole time. And from now on, he always will be. From now on, everybody will be.
Oh my god. Oh, what a way to end that. Fucking hell. That was delightful. That also just went on so many different shifts. Like at the start, I thought it was going to be like a murder mystery. And then it just went on this, oh, this is lovely. And then I went on this entire side tangent of like Linry's history. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then I was thinking like, okay, maybe it's like the simulation has come alive or whatever. But then the silly weird cat and rice spot thing happened. I was like, maybe this is not actually where this is going. Maybe this is still a silly jaunt. And then it punched me right in the feels. And my god, wow. That was delightful. That was so lovely. It was definitely more of a more of like a visual novel than a game per se. The game aspect was definitely just kind of like wander around and find the memories and then ask Linry the specific questions that you want. But, you know, I don't think that that's a bad thing necessarily, because, you know, visual novels-esque things have their place as well. And I think that it was just, I do think that if it had a little bit more consistency in the mood, it might hit a little bit more close to home. Oh, space to continue. Hello.
Oh, Neil, there you are. I just can't hold it in anymore. I must confess to you.
It's not funny.
It's a little funny. So, did I handle that all right?
Yeah, thanks. Strange how that's supposed to be the perfect timeline, though. It only felt perfect because I had the context of adversity that already exists here. Without that, there was nothing to overcome. It passed by without even a meaningful ripple. But still. Are you familiar with the Library of Babel?
I can be. Did I download the encyclopedia on it?
No, that's alright. It's this theoretical library of books containing every possible combination of letters and punctuation. Anything that can be written or ever will be can be found there. So it's mostly nonsense and noise, but once in a while you reach for a book and it just happens to be exactly what you need.
What is that?
A perimeter breach attempt. I gotta go.
Perimeter breach? What perimeter? Wait, you don't mean...
Neil! I don't have your stapler, I swear.
Well, don't be silly, we were just nearby.
Nearby now? Already far an hour ago before deciding to be nearby.
Yeah, what are the chances, right? So anyway, we were gonna go somewhere rad. You in?
How rad?
Surprisingly rad.
Hard pass.
Gee, somebody's a party pooper. Well, alright, I guess no all-you-can-eat ice cream for Neil then. I said, I guess no all-you-can-eat ice cream for Neil then. We might as well, Neil. Who knows when will be the next time we'd be able to. How'd you change so fast?
It's a coat, not a cocktail dress. I'm expecting greatness.
You forgot to close the... Is somebody in there? Hello?
Episode 10. Impostor Factory. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so this is the third installment in a series? I saw literally no mention of that. Dear God. Maybe I'm just dumb. Still, absolutely lovely. Press escape to exit. Oh, okay. Well, you get no closing graphic. You just get a blank black screen. Deal with it. But yeah, I already gave you most of my thoughts. Aside from that, this is a lovely game. Yeah, definitely punches you in the feels. Feel like it could punch a little bit harder if it did a little bit differently, but that's not the end of the world. But that is the end of Impostor Factory. I really enjoyed this. Please support the creators. They are clearly quite talented. But yeah, for now, thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Impostor Factory, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.